friends here today joining us in Madrid's Estadio Santiago Bernabeu. To kick off, here's Riley Patterson. And we're off and running from Madrid. Return coming from the 6. Escapes the defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led by the second overall pick a decade ago out of the University of Oregon, Marcus Mariota.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
Man in motion here. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Jack Jones making that tackle.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Mariota. And the Dolphins are going to get to him, and he is dropped. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Third and long for him here. Finds a man right side. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Feet nice, Kate. Feet nice. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet nice move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Starts the return at the 34. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. And hold on, everyone. There's a Commanders player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. They gain 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Achane again. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Two now from the gun. That's Hill on the slant. And they make the play at the 39 just before he can pick up that 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Trying to pick it up here with Achane. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. first and 10.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. It's caught left side by Hill. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And 4th and 4 coming up. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. The kick by Patterson is good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it up. And the Dolphins are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35. That is one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. It's too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
You know, Kate, when I see throws like this, I see images of Bo Jackson back in the day as a Kansas City Royal throwing Harold Reynolds out from the warning track. 300 feet in the air, he hummed that baseball to gun down the runner at home plate. The difference here in football, yeah, you throw that ball up, that DB's also got to run 50-some yards, go up high point and make a play. That is just incredible defensive football.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. He'll start the drive with Achane. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That one goes for 25 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. Downfield is finds Waddle. And they're on him right near the catch point as he gets this to the 24-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They put a receiver in motion here left. Going play action, Tagovailoa. And the Commanders' rush brings him down. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Pitch dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. He was good on his first attempt and his second from a little over 45 here. The kick by Patterson is good. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Samuel now to return it. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock, but what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, no, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down.
I love that. Now, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Mariota to throw. He keeps it and takes off. And he comes up after a nice gain right near that marker. Gonna need a little bit more now on 3rd down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
He's going to keep this one. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt, and it for the first time. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. 2nd down give to Krosky-Merritt. And he's cut after a gain of about 2. Ashton Davis there on the stop.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Quick slant taken in by Waddle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to keep it this time. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st down. Here's Tua. That's caught. Devon Achane. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a 31-yard play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down. Staying on the ground here with Achane. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Tua looking to throw. Finds his back. Achan. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
First down.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Our score, 6-0. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. We're back for the second quarter. Dolphins in a real good spot to score. Achan. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers out front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Blitz coming, Tua. Here's a screen for Achan. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
On 3rd and goal, it's Tagovailoa. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by Patterson is good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. Jukes away from 1. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And they haven't been able to find their way on the scoreboard just yet as the deficit has reached 9 points. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They're going play action. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Here's Mariota now. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So now here's 3rd and 5. They kick the running back in motion. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They get 13 on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Washington first.
1st down, Washington.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 from the 41. They are throwing it again. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Jalen Lane, the one he was looking for. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Sticking to the air here. He'll step up, and there he goes. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
A gain of 14.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Take it off with it again. This line puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Broski Merritt gets it from the gun. Headed right through the middle of the field. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. So after the play, we have the trainers headed out. Looks like a member of the Dolphins out there is in some discomfort. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Broski Merritt on his own read. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Hey, God bless the Ted Washingtons, Casey Hamptons, Vince Wilforks, all them run stuffers back in the day. But the D-tackles of today, you not only have to stuff the run, you have to eat up the pass too, and that D-tackle just got it done.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. To the air on 3rd and long. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Commanders.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the red zone now. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd
Kate,
down.
I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Working now from the gun. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Has it down close. And that's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders start to fight back with their first points of this game. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders cut the lead down to just 2.
Dolphins 9, Commanders 7.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. D.S. Griggs to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. It's Achane on the inside give. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Tua out of the pistol. He takes it himself. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
That's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains, and it's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's another Dolphins 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Here's Achane up the middle. This is ahead for about 5. Tackle made by Trey Amos.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Now stick with Achane. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That's Trey Amos, rookie 2nd rounder on a tackle.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Tua now from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Taken in by Hill, right side. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
First and 10.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
With H-Hand who's out of the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. They motion a receiver left. Off the play fake. Here's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
You get into the red zone, and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Put a gold star on the grade sheet for that defensive coverage, even with plenty of time to throw it. That defense never gave the QB a lane to complete it.
A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. It's a 36-yard look for it. The kick by Patterson is good. And that grows the lead to 5.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Samuel now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Commanders set to take over. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back-and-forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Receiver in motion, going left. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
All right, Brock, 2-minute warning in Madrid. It's the Commanders with a nice 3rd and inches. They go inside give to Krosky-Merritt. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Pick up a 5 on that play, and the Commanders will have a first.
A 5-yard gain.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Mariota to throw. It's caught. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, He's going to make you pay.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. The left side is caught by Sinnott. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. From the gun, run for Krosky Merritt. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Now Mariota. Finds him over the middle. This is very close, but it looks like he's going to be marked. Yep, marked shy that first down at the 30. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So a dime look defensively from the Dolphins here on this 3rd down. Now give it to Krosky Merritt. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
A 36-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good, and that trims the lead to just a couple.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you could do. You could take all the time down, put points on the board, and maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Slot man in motion right. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to pay off this first down run with a nice pickup of 9. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. They send a man in motion. One final shot before the half. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So less than a field goal separating these teams after our first 2 quarters. As we throw to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our third quarter. Wish we had more, Brock, but still a couple of quarters left to play here in Madrid as we are underway in our second half. Here comes Malik Washington. He escapes a defender. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Dolphins, center running back Devon Achane, getting back to work. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Cut down the left side by his running back. Oh, baby. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins grow the lead coming out of halftime. Devon Achane with the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage big time.
Riley Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins push the lead to 2 scores now.
19, Commanders 10.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Samuel now to return it. And he's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Commanders all set to regain possession. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a 1-score game. First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing is Mariota. He's got Jalen Lane. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They got 24 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
First down, Washington.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Krusty Merritt straight ahead. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. It was Tyrell Dodson with the tackle.
Okay, this one you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Running once again with Krusty Merritt. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
From the gun on third down. A lot of mess on the move here. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
Down, Commanders.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it's going to be 2nd down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Throwing again on 2nd. Has him on the quick hitter. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Now one intended for Jalen Lane, and that'll bring up 4th and 3.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They were lining up to go for this. Mariota. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders start the 2nd half with some needed points.
Okay, you got to be aware defensively by this point that this guy is going to run if he sees daylight. I think there was an awareness factor. They just couldn't stop him. He has just been that kind of X factor with his legs.
Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders cut the lead down to just 2.
Commanders 17.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Eskridge on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. They've got 1st down from the 31. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
5 DBs out there for the Commanders on third. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And the Commanders' rush brings him down. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Diving right side, got it! They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
And the Washington first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's Krosky Merritt off the option. And that zone read goes nowhere. They didn't even get back to the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Mariota. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
As a quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Slot man motioned over. 3rd down from the gun. Cox, this is Lee. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. 16 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down, play action. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Back to throw, Mariota. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Here's Mariota now. Flushed out of the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Giving this to Krosky Merritt. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. First and goal. Krosky Merritt. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Mariota. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
So on 4th down, on comes Matt Gay to try the field goal for the Commanders. This only a chip shot from the right hash.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Eskridge on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins to back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Escapes out to the left. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Tua now from the gun. It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They go play action with Tagovailoa. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
2nd and 3 now. With the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. He dodged the tackle. Shoots another one. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
All set now. 1st and 10. On the give. It's Gordon. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. Tried to beat him with a quick pass, but not quick enough. That winds up as a loss.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of timing, proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. So that brought an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired, but that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Tua and the Dolphins getting set to try for 2.
The Dolphins.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught as they hit the end zone for 2.
That makes the score Dolphins 27, Commanders 20.
Well, it may be stating the obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often, but tight ends, such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they win his way for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys, security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? Because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double teamed, there's still that chance to get that entry pass like a great post in basketball, and they know how to finish.
Samuel now to return it. Jukes away from one. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, QB keeper, it gets 0.
1st down run netted them nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Commanders football, and they need to get to work here. They're trailing late. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the pistol. Krosky Merritt. And he's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's third down now.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
And it's third down.
Dolphins going to counter with a dime package here. Third down. Now Mariota. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, get to down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
They'll bring out the punter here. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10. Motion man sent left. Tua off the play fake. Here's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. And it's going to push him back for 2nd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Well, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play, forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult third down now staring you in the face.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force to throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here, Krosky Merritt. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing is Mariota. Into the hands of his running back, Krosky Merritt. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Mariota to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
On now comes their punter. And they could really use a good one here. And this just gets past the 20 before going out. The Dolphins and running back Devon Achane getting back to work. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to keep it this time. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a 1st down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Achane, a 1st down carry. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Commanders' 21-yard line.
Achane again. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
13 yards on the play. That's another Dolphins 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. Call it a 7-yard pickup, and they're just a yard away now on 2nd and goal.
Give some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. I got to be honest, the 1st down run often leads to 2nd down pass, but I don't think so now. Now you push that pile, go finish this drive.
Now a run with Wright. And he gets in, touchdown! The Dolphins go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14.
Dolphins 34, Commanders 20.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Samuel now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Commanders set to take over. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a two-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And it's going to be dropped off with Krosky Merritt. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Washington.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
A gain of 5.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Mariota. He tucks it and takes off. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
16 yards.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you've got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
They're set up at the 35 now. Working now from the gun. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
To number 86.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, run for Krosky Merritt. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal. Now after that snap, there's an injured Dolphin still out there. So we're going to get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. They send a tight end in motion. They're going to run again here with Krosky Merritt. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go. Brock, they take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Mariota. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown. But they're going to see Dan Quinn pretty confident that they missed something there. He's going to challenge that call.
Previous play is under review.
Well, we can see he made the catch. He definitely has possession. But did both of those feet hit down in the end zone?
Yeah, get that zoom button ready to go. Get the magnifying glass. Was there any green right between his feet and that end line? That's what they're going to be looking for in the replay booth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Dan Quinn pleading his case, but to no avail. The call on the field's going to stand. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Looking in the air here. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders now within 1 score in the 4th. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Commanders 27.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Eskridge on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Dolphins send running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They've got a man in motion. On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achane. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Completed over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They send a receiver in motion right. Running from the pistol, it's right. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that 1st down. Well done.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that draw gets them as many yards as a lot of passes would right there. And until this defense proves they can stop these draw plays, you can expect to see them worked into the game plan throughout.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They run the counter to Achane. Escapes the defender. And he is down to the 30-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Staying on the ground here with Achane. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Washington calls it second timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. And stick with Achane. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. He's back to throw. He's running for it. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
15 yards. That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. We are to the 2-minute warning in Madrid. Dolphins feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. And they'll take a knee. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Took off with it again. And this one doesn't go far.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They take a knee, and that should do it for us here. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say hasta luego from Madrid.